welcome to race day at the Isle of Man TT 2025.
By the sport, for the sport. Exciting.
I'm sure what it is. It's a new haircut. There we are, the family there. That's very, very important. Over to the TV goes.
Hello, three-wheelers around the world. Welcome to the Isle of Man TT for the 3WHEELING.media Race 2. Finally, we've had some delays, but we are going to be getting going for a 2-lap race today. So it's gone from a 3 to a 2. But I'm sure plenty of the teams here going out today are happy about that, because we've only really done 2 laps around here this week with the weather changes and a few other restrictions. So a 2-lapper is probably well received, although that 3rd lap for some, it may have been appreciated. But Jack, finally, one more race to come. It's going to be a spectacular one, as there was the first. So, yeah, give me your thoughts on who you're looking out for.
Well, I mean, like you say, it's only 2 laps, so it'll be very interesting. Speaking to a lot of the Sidecar lads today, they were really wanting 3 laps, but two will definitely do. And I'm really excited, to be fair. Like again, you saw the lap record shatter on the first race. I'll be honest, I don't think we'll see another lap record this race, just because the conditions are a little bit damp and there's a bit of a headwind and stuff like that. But I think the Crows are going to, just walk it like they did last time with a 1 minute gap. Then remember Paddy Rossi. Now they're very good out the box, and the fact that it's a 2-lap race will probably help them quite a lot. So they're once again in podium conditions. But I think the battle is really on between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy and Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence, with Newcombe Oscar Lawrence, I must say, they've all been kicking about the mid to high 114s, low 15s. If they can get their head screwed on today, it's going to be a super battle. I'm really, really excited, Hailey. Like I said, I had that rest day yesterday, and you thought that was sort of taken with mixed emotions, really. A lot of people, get themselves G'd up just to stop, and then but a lot of people just like to get themselves get it done. But a lot of people, especially particularly people who've done it quite a few years, they quite like to have the fact that they can just go and have a bit of waltz about and a tourist day, a holiday day, really, isn't it? No, today I think we're going to see some very, very impressive Sidecar action.
So yeah, yesterday they did manage to, some got out of the paddock, so it's kind of like you're living in your bubble here, if you will. So for them to get out of the paddock, have a little bit of a refresh is very welcome by many. But as Jack was saying, some would just want to get on with it and get racing. But the officials have got the job to do and trying to keep this going, trying to keep everyone refreshed and everyone on point. And of course, all of the volunteers that keep everything going, whether it be the marshals, the medics, everyone, we've got to give them a bit of downtime, a bit of reset time. So they had to give everybody a day off and give that little break. And even the riders, you know, so the riders, whether it be solos, 2 or 3 wheels, everybody got to have a little bit of a breather yesterday, and they're raring to go. The first solo race is just coming in now, just finishing. And our boys and girls have already gone through technical inspection, and they're in Parc Fermé. They're waiting to go out, and our race is due out now at 4:30 p.m. local time. Right, so I did manage to catch up with some of the Founds team earlier as well, and it was great to hear another little update. They've gone now, haven't they, Jevon and Pete? But they're doing all right. I did hear that Pete was asking, though, just after can we get the bike ready to race for Wednesday or Friday? But they've already got plans and getting the next bike for themselves to get it prepared to potentially come back. And the next event for them they're aiming for is the Southern 100, which is really great to hear.
Oh, that's exceptional to hear, really. I mean, in all honesty, there's a video going around Facebook. I'll let you look it up if you want to see it. But to walk away from that it's a miracle. It's absolutely phenomenal. And let's face it, yes, they both got injuries, but they're not significantly bad. It's really fantastic to see them out and about, and it's good to see that none of their drivers died either. Really, we want to get back out so quickly. They've got a GoFundMe up on their Facebook if you want to support them at all. It should be all the help would be appreciated. That bike was absolutely gone. To be fair, like you say, it's set in fire. It was very, very expensive barbecue, and. But yeah, no, a little update from some other riders. So Dan Knight and Justin Sharp, they had a crash in race 1 as well. We caught up with Carly's mechanic on a download. You should be watching them. And they said, Justin got discharged from Liverpool Hospital today. He's broke some ribs and he had some internal bleeding, but he's back out. He's going to have a bit of time off, but he's going to get back on sidecars. And Dan Knight is already looking for a passenger for the next BSB round. So he's very, very happy to get back on a sidecar. James Saunders also had that little incident in the first race, but they're both absolutely fine. We started on the shakedown. And I think and the only other bike again is number 27 in Bruce Mark Gash. They're sad they had to withdraw from the competition this year. Just Mark Gash has got some personal circumstances going on.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers with Mark Gash's Irish teammate, who sadly has passed, and thoughts with his family. And Gashy, we're thinking of you, and we miss you. And yeah.
Yeah, so if you see the stickers on the bike, it's for Darren. That's in memory of Darren O'Dwyer. But on a more positive note, it's just great. The last day of the TT, isn't it? It's like when you come to the end of a series, isn't it? You want to watch the last episode, but you don't really, because it's over.
I don't want to watch the last episode. I want to be here, but I don't want to watch the last episode. I want it to end. It's 2 laps. It's going to be epic. It's going to be extremely exciting, extremely competitive. Who knows what's going to happen? Reliability is the key. Of course, we already know where the Crows are going to be, but everyone just works so hard. They've been steady as they go. They've been retaining their energy. They've been staying focused on today. Boats have been moved, travel's been moved, an extra boat's been put on to get the teams back tomorrow as well, so they can stay and do their racing today. And there's a prize presentation tomorrow evening as well. So yeah, weather is looking good, but as you say, conditions may not support the kind of results that maybe, or times that we were getting in the first race.
Absolutely, yeah. So, like I was talking to, if you saw David Downlow this morning, we were talking to Darren Hope, and we said that on his way back from Germany this morning, the roads were very, very wet and not drying too well. They said there were quite a lot of damp patches. Obviously, that was this morning. That was the best part of 12 hours ago now. And and it has been drying. We got the super stock race just finished there. That was a fantastic race by all accounts if you're interested in the 2 wheels. And so that's put a bit of rubber down, but a bit of heat in the tarmac. Of course, this place never really warms up, does it? But I think that should dissipate some of the damp patches. But yeah, ultimately, I would love to see another lap record go. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's fantastic, but I just don't think they're going to be there. That said, I don't think we're going to see a different team on a top step. To be honest, But yeah, I think it might help out some of the more experienced teams, obviously against people like Kieran Clark, who's never been here before. But yeah, and can I just say about them? They were exceptional in that first race. When they're battling with two-time world champion, they've qualified ahead of that Todd and Emmanuel. It's they can't be ruled out of at least a top 5 finish once again. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic. So it's going to be exciting stuff. Of course, these Manx roads are going to set the way for many challenges, including the drying of the roads, as Jack just said. The wind as well here. But the times are still going to be... I mean, we've got to talk about the lap record. Now, how much it takes to get a lap record like that. You know, we saw the lap record getting smashed last year. Then for it to happen so quickly again, it's pretty phenomenal, isn't it? And if you're looking at these machines.
Absolutely. Well, for the last 5 or 6 years, the lap record has been both set and broken by Ben and Tom Birchall. Crows are the first people to do it in about 6 years. The Birchall brothers, and it's just incredible. I was talking before about Nick Crow's lap record from 2006 when he did a 116 mile an hour. That stuff for nearly 10 years. You know what I mean? That was untouchable. It's just exceptional. And it takes so much dedication. If you look at Crow's bike, they've put so much work into aerodynamics, into their engine positions, what fuel, themselves. Look at them. There's no meat on them at all, is there? You know what I mean? They blow over a windy corner, but but they're so physically well built. It's really all their at least for at least the last year has been to get here and to take that lap record, and they've done it. And can they do it again? I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see.
Woo, I can't wait. Right, so we're going to make our way slowly over to Parc Fermé. All the bikes are there. We can't see them until we get over there, but we're going to do a little detour on the way, if you will, and show you a little bit of the paddock. Jack Laidlow, thank you very much. Expertise and always an absolute pleasure. We will see you on the other side of the race, yeah?
Absolutely, I hope so. I've got a ferry to catch tonight, so I hope there's no more delays. But
no more delays, please.
Thank you very much, Hailey.
All right, thank you. See you in a bit. All right, so you guys can come with me. We're going to slowly take a walk over to Parc Fermé. But before we do that, we're just going to give you a little... We've shown you the Mike Hailwood Centre before. This is a hub in the paddock community. It's a cafe, it's a hangout, it's a meeting place, but they also, as we've mentioned before, they support a lot of the riders, 2 and 3 wheels, in getting some funding. They nominate teams every year and give them a little bit of money. But we'll show you, just so you can get a feel for the inside of it. You come in here and you get some legends hanging out in here as well. So these wonderful ladies and the team that keep it going, they're all volunteers. They're all on the committee. You can come and get your sandwiches, get your drinks, check in with your old biking mates. So you can come in and donate as well. Really cheap drinks, snacks, everything. Yeah, and it's just a great little safe space as well. What you do also see, you will find some family members, mums, girlfriends, dads. Some don't actually like to watch the racing. And you'll sometimes, there's a hub, there's like some seats and some benches outside the centre, because some of them just like to tuck themselves away in there, watch the timings really on their phones, and just be away from everybody else and just have a quiet moment and get away from everything. And that's kind of their processing or their ritual, if you will. So you'll tend to get a few of them hanging around just outside there, getting a bit of peace and quiet in there, having their moment and whatever they need to do to get themselves through that can be pretty stressful moment. So as we mentioned, we've got a 2-lap race coming up, which is of course around 75 miles-ish in total for each of the outfits to complete. Reliability is key around this gargantuan mountain course, but it is the pinnacle of our sport, the pinnacle of sidecar racing, and that is what they're here to do, is to take on that mammoth challenge. And simply, most of these outfits, They just want to complete, they just want to finish, and they want to get that finisher's medal. But as you can see, there should not be, hopefully, any interruptions now. The weather is playing ball, the sun is out, so it's looking positive for us heading out there down Bray Hill for a 4:30 race 2 start. I'm just going to guide you all around here with me. Be careful with these solos coming in. If we quickly step over. So the wonderful Shirley Cole here, she doesn't like to speak. I tried to get her to interview this wonderful lady. It's Kenny Coles' wife. Kenny Coles is obviously supporting the sidecar teams this year in guiding them, but they got married here. They were married on the island. I won't make you speak, I promise. Yeah, very close to Greg Lambert, but yeah, they were married here at the TT many, many years ago. So the Superstock race is still finishing, so many of the solos are still returning. You can hear them over to your right. And as you can see, it's our drivers, our passengers have not arrived. Their outfits are here, but they are staying in their peaceful space of their awnings for now, whilst they gather and prepare for the epic challenge of race 2 around this Isle of Man TT course.
So now we get the foreigners drink the champagne, will be over it.
Sam Johnson and go through some of the results here. How was that out there for you?
Get everyone, and we haven't had one yeah. Robbie.
Are you going to talk?
We want to talk to an old Kiwi.
They won't understand me, will they?
Yeah, of course they will. It's a Robbie Shorter, Kiwi over here enjoying the Isle of Man TT, but very much etched in the sidecar community and the history in New Zealand as well. So you of course used to race with John.
Yep.
So if the viewers haven't followed you, give them a little rundown of your history in sidecar racing.
So my history, I started in New Zealand in about 96 and just raced domestically, and then we did a World Superbike round at Phillip Island, and just got a bit of a taste for it. And then luckily enough, in I think it was 2013, Hailey Coxon noticed myself and Barry Smith and came on board and sponsored us, and we came over and did the World F2 Trophy at Oschersleben. And then the goal was always TT and World Championship. So that followed. 15 was our first year. Unfortunately, Barry got hurt domestically, and we had to find another rider. So we pulled in Colin Buckley, who's another bit of a legend in New Zealand in sidecar racing. And turned up at the TT. Once again, like Coxie, amazing, making our dreams come true.
He loves the sidecars. He's so supportive of it.
He's nuts for anything with a motor, isn't he? He's brilliant for anything. So, to come all that way and race here, we did really well in the first year. We got a 11th and a 16th, so pretty happy with that. Came back in 16, got a DNF and then another 11th, so can't quite get in that top 10, but too old now, too fat,
so never.
So real good times. Carried on with the World Championship with him, and then finally sort of retired. John came over in 16 and 18, and we did the Tri Series and won that in New Zealand, and retired in sort of 19 really. So before COVID sort of came along, and the years caught up, and that was it.
But now you get to come here and still enjoy this epic event with all of your old friends. So who have you got your eyes on, besides, of course, you watching George and cheering George holding on?
To be honest, I'm really excited to watch Crawford go. On a stock motor, I think in that first race, some job, against Tune Motors to do the times that he did and get round that he did. Moving so much quicker than 10 years ago when we were here in 15. The times these guys are pulling, the Crows, what can you say about them? Far out. That's just unreal. So that's the bar, and it's just amazing to watch them all go, and it's a young man's game now, isn't it? So it's good to see the youth coming through, these younger guys getting out there and getting on the podium. So no, it's just been brilliant. The weather hasn't really played ball, but as they call it, the Isle of Rain. So it's the same for everyone. But it's just been brilliant to be back amongst it, back in the pits and back in the atmosphere.
And who, so inspirational-wise, from a sidecar perspective, who inspired you when you were getting into the sport? Who was driving you?
I was a passenger through and through. I was never a rider, but my idol growing up was Steve Webster. Webbo was just some guy, wasn't he? 10-time world champion. So from afar to see him race, and then actually to meet him in person and sit down and have a chat with him, and he was just like any other guy, was amazing. So for him, passenger-wise, I don't know that I really idolised anyone. Just sort of really try to cut my own path, and everyone's different on a platform, I think, because of the size and the shape. People do it all different ways, and I don't think there's a right and a wrong way. It's just whatever works for you and works for the team. So
And when it comes to the Isle of Man TT, how would you have learned a course like this?
So for me in New Zealand, back then, we didn't have the Xbox Isle of Man game, so I was watching videos of Tony Baker and John Holden going around and sort of the onboard cameras and watching that. And then luckily enough, when I got to the island, I was friends with Mike Aylott, and Mike gave me a lot of pointers, being a TT winner, and it was probably more just to suck it and see, go out there and learn. And you can watch all those videos and you can read what you need to read about when you need to move in it, but until you're actually out there and doing it, it's kind of, and then you go out and just do what works for you. So, yeah.
And who was your guide then? So, they've obviously got Molly working now with them and supporting. Yep. Who was your rider liaison when you were doing that? So,
it was Carl Bennett was the rider, and then Lee Kane was the passenger. So, I think we did... I think we got to Glen Helen in the car, and Lee was going, what's next? So I was telling him, we got to, Glen Helen, and he turned around and he goes, how the hell does Carl Cox get involved in motorsport? And I think for the rest of the lap, we were just talking about how Carl had been involved in motorsport and what a great guy he was. He goes, you obviously know where you're going. So he said, where you go. And just to go out. I think we followed John actually in our controlled lap. He took us out and did that. And then, you're just keen for it, aren't you? You're just eager, you're ready to go. And I think your first flyer, you come down Glen Crutchley and then drop to the bottom of Bray Hill, and it's just, that first flyer is just something else. Something else.
Wonderful. So. And I'm going to ask you, who's your 1, 2, 3? Are you taking?
I'm picking the same as, race 1. I think, far out, how are you going to touch the Crows, really? They're just in an absolute different level. Ben's obviously the quality is. Paddy's starting to get to grips with it, so I think they'll probably push a little bit more in this one. And I think Lee, he's probably a bit more confident after taking that third. So I think I think they'll be the ones to beat.
There you go. Well, watch this space. It's going to be one heck of a race, isn't it, Robbie? Thanks so much for chatting to us, and welcome back to TT.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Joining us and doing 3-wheeling. Thank
Cheers.
you. Well, look who I bumped into. Mr. Chris Bellman, how are you?
Wow, doing okay there, but I got a little bit of a frog in the throat there, Hailey, right? But I got the snood to kind of keep it warm. But the weather, again, is like we don't know what it's doing. No. So, I had a T-shirt, and then I changed it. I put this shacking on. And in any case, what do you have to say about it? Hell, I interview you now on the weather.
Know. Well, I just mentioned to you then we had a chat with Robbie. How great is it to have Robbie here at the TT?
Oh, yeah. He's a good old friend. That's one good thing about technology nowadays. You can communicate with people from the other side of the world, right? And you keep up to touch and how to do it with the family and all that kind of good stuff and old memories, right? You can. So yeah, it's good that you got him.
Actually have him here, yeah. So he's saying that he's calling the same 1, 2, 3 as we had the other day, which I think is a pretty strong prediction. So the Crows, the Birchall Racing outfit, and then he's saying Lee again on the third, because Lee was incredible, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I think so. It sounds like a good one. I mean, certainly the boys out there, I was saying the other day, the boys are back in town.
Yeah.
And when they go flying through Kirkmichael, they're going to rattle a few windows, I think. But, all right, so having said that, of course, then I think, no, they're going to be number one. And, of course, then you have Ben and Patty, right?
Yeah.
So they look like a good bet, obviously, for the second. Then it'll be the battle for the third. But, yeah, I think Lee and Scott are really up for it, and they've already shown what they can do. So they would have to have the edge. Although I think it's going to, anything could happen. It's going to be very close, I think, for the third. Don't you?
It absolutely is. It's going to be a great battle.
Oh yeah. So there we go.
Let's hope this stun is staying out. It looks like it's staying out. So all is well, and all is going on time for a 4:30 start at the minute.
Oh yeah. That's what we say now.
Fingers crossed.
That's what we say now, folks.
I know.
But anyway.
But it's nice to check in with you. Good luck with the voice, with the throw, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you later once all the winners are out. And we're doing the presentation tomorrow night together, aren't we?
Oh yeah. I don't know how many people are going to show, but we're going to be there. All right.
So
okay.
we can hear the dyno jet in the background.
All
Great.
right.
Well, we'll enjoy the race. We'll catch up with you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Right, cheers.
Gents, here we are finally, race 2 coming up. How are you feeling?
We are feeling already 2 days ready. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, everything been checked twice on the bike, so yeah.
Good. Ready to go?
Yeah, completely ready to go. We can't be more ready.
How was the day off? Did you enjoy a bit of downtime?
Yes, it was the first time that I could relax, and I went watching the red arrows.
Oh, great.
Yes, it was great.
Good. So feeling refreshed, appreciate the day off, but just let's get going now.
Yes, I'm completely ready for it.
Good. And what are your hopes for the race? Have you got a particular lap time, or are you looking for a finish?
We hope to better our lap time to go to 108, probably. Okay. We changed the gearing a little bit. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully the bike will pull it. So, but we're confident we can do it.
I wish you all the best, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was, of course, Renzo and Valley van der Donk in the outfit number 18 that we were just chatting to. So whilst we're waiting for the rider and passengers and the rest of the teams to arrive, I'll just guide you through a reminder of the entry list. So this is the number 11 of Wayne Lockie and Matti Rostron in the Dirty Weekender IMS Racing Limited LCR Honda. 22 of James Saunders and Sarah Stoko, the Home Choice Flooring Specialist Baker Honda. This is the number 18 of Renzo van der Donk, Valet van der Donk, for the De Pestel Moving and Logistics Suzuki. And it's the number 7 of the Ramsden, Steve and Matty Ramsden in the Oliver's Mount Racing Honda. It's the number 14 of Bob Dawson and Matty Sims. And it's the Dawson Classic Motorcycles Honda. And we've got the number 9 of Gary and Daryl Gibson and the GDM Logistics and Fabrication Suzuki. And it's vibrant number 13 of Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes in the Moto Travel Harker Haulage and X-Hype Honda. Then we've got the number 12 of George Holden and Mark Wilps of the Barnes Racing Yamaha. And we got the number 10 of Steve Kershaw and Reese Gibbons in the Express Tires and Quattro Group Honda. It's the number 6 of former world champions Todd Ellis and Emmanuel Clement and the Brooklyn Sand and Aggregates Yamaha. Then we got the number 15 of Kieran Clark and Andy Johnson and the Eddie's Moto Tadcaster Yamaha. It's the number 5 of Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence in the Dave Holden Racing Yamaha. And it's the number 4 of Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy in the Team ARC and SJH Bodyworks Kawasaki. It's the number 20 of Darren Hope and Lenny Bumfrey. It's a Hope and Bumfrey Racing Honda. It's the number 8 of John Saunders and Vicky Cook in the Home Choice Touts Directions Limited Yamaha. And it's the number 23 of Alan Thomas and Andrew Sigsworth. It's the TBDUK.co.uk Honda. You're on the number 19 of Mick Donovan and Jake Roberts and the Cosmic Group Kawasaki. It's the number 21 of Wiggett Cronenberg and Kevin Kolsch. It's the Flying Dutchman. And it's Eckhart's Tranenslager Honda. It's the number 26 of Gordon Shand and Frank Clays. Kevin Ashworth Machined Timber Suzuki. It's the number 24 of Bruno Matten and Mathilde Julie of the ADR Confiserie Sassy Racing Team Suzuki. Then we have the number 29 of Jason Pitt and Craig Curry, and it's the Azion Opel and Crow Racing Honda. And it's the number 28 of Maria Costello MBE and Alice Smith in the Galgorm Resort Honda. It's the number 30 of Ross Buchanan and Adam Evans in the Bull Inn Racing and Car Clinic Repairs Kawasaki. It's the number 25 of Stephen Palacour and Jan Drul in the Optimark Road Racing Team Yamaha. And we've got the Shark Attack, number 32 of Eric Lenzer and Nais Rosset in the R.Vecchia Motos Suzuki. We got the number 33 of John Shipley and Jody James.
Pilot, the second race signal for the start of the 3WHEELIng.media Sidecar TT Race 2, due to start at 4:30. Control out.
So the number 33 is a skilled biker Suzuki. The number 31 is the David Marshall and Luke Gallingham HMH Safety Limited Pit Plant Hire Suzuki. Then, of course, still to arrive, we have the number 1 of Ryan and Callum Crowe, which is the Opal Cal Properties Honda. And, of course, the number 3 of Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosny in the Hager Wickham Blackwell Honda. They tend to arrive and roll up. They'll stay just away from them, down the other section of the Parc Fermé, away from the other outfits. And they tend to roll it up just towards the end as we're about to start to go racing. Adam and Ross, here we are finally, race day 2. Fill us in on how you're feeling first of all, Adam.
Yeah, really good. Just want to get out there now with all the delays. It's just it's horrible waiting around. You just want to get on the bike and go. So yeah, really happy that it's finally here.
Good, and the sun is shining. Conditions are looking good. So it looks like it's going to be a great race for you and all on time. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, so yeah, it should be really good. Like I say, just want to get around and see what happens now.
And you've had some changes to make, so you've been having to work on the bike as well. So there's been quite a lot of work going in from the team in order to get ready for race 2.
Yeah, we changed the engine, and in doing so developed a little bit of an issue, but you never know, 50-50, it'll either work or it won't, so we'll see how it goes.
Hopes for the race?
Get round, get back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we want to do, really. Like, we're happy with everything we've achieved so far from being here, so yeah, just get round and get back now.
Good. All right, well listen guys, all the best, enjoy it, and we'll see you at the finish.
See you in 50 weeks when we come back.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Andrew, the delightful sounds of the bike. We're almost ready to go racing and starting qualifying ahead of former world champions. That's got to be a confidence boost.
It is. Let's hope they don't catch us up in the first sector this time and we can have a race on our own. That is the plan.
Good.
No hiding it.
I wish you all the best. I know you're going to get the bike out there. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Hailey. Cheers.
Numbers 11 to 20, 11 to 20 to the start line. Control out.
All right, so you were right there with us in Parc Fermé, watching these guys and girls head out there up to the starting line for the 3WHEELING.media Race 2 here at the Isle of Man TT 2025. The sun is shining, it's getting a little bit warmer, the wind is calming down, it is set to be one heck of a race. So I'm going to head up there, I'm going to go wish them all well, I'm going to enjoy the race, you've got some videos to watch, and we will be back with some post-race interviews right after these videos. By the sport, for the sport. Hello, three-wheelers around the world, welcome to race day at the Isle of Man TT 2025.
Freewheeling, by the sport, for the sport. Exciting!
Yeah, I'm confident this year. You know, we're just going to come into the TT like we did in 2022 and just enjoy the TT, ride our bike, stay relaxed, let it flow and let it come to you.
There were some great times, weren't there, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday the times were fantastic. Like, it's the first time on them new tyres, and 116 mile an hour the crows were lapping at. 2 consistent 116 mile an hour lap.
When you just enjoy riding your bike, it all comes.
That's them going in. I told you I was going to go fast.
Number 3, Ryan and Callum Crowe set the fastest lap of the week so far, 119.1 mile an hour.
You boys are on fire.
Thank you very much, Hailey. Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work. We're getting there now.
Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling tremendous. Yeah, real good.
I just want to say slick and smooth, and it's bloody exciting to watch us out there.
Thank you very much.
Listen, all the best. Have a great session, and we can't wait for the race tomorrow.
Thanks, Hailey.
very special occasion. Those boys have been working hard to get that win, and for Manx guys from the Isle of Man to win at the Isle of Man TT races, it's pretty special to witness.
Let's make some noise for the first Manx winners since Dave Molyneux in 2014. The winners of the three-wheeling sidecar race 1 is Ryan and Callum Crowe.
Congratulations! That was such an incredible race to watch. How was it for you boys to stand on that top step with everyone around you, finally taking a win?
Amazing, Hailey. It's hard to describe. You've just lived your dream with your brother. What else can you ask for? That's all we ever wanted in life, really, is to win a TT, and we've done it. Did it as together, so can't get better than that.
Callum, congratulations. Look at that smile. And you just met Ricky Carmichael.
I don't know what. I've just met Ricky Carmichael.
No way.
He was like, you legend. I was like, wow, you're the legend. It was amazing. That was just a walk. That was like, whoa. Yeah.
I realise we're all like, he is a legend in our eyes, because we used to do motocross and stuff. We watched Ricky Carmichael. He's like, he's amazing. He's like, but then for him to come here and watch us do what we do, it's just like, you don't realise how big the TT is, do you? It's one of the biggest things in the world. For him to be stood on the exit of the stage saying, congratulations, you're legends, it's just like, you don't know how to sink that in, do you? It's like, Ricky Carmichael of all people, it's like...
Well, listen, gents, race 2, you are the boys to beat once again, right? It's going to be tough for Pete or anyone to just catch up with you. Of course, if Birchall Racing are back out there, that's another challenge for you to consider. But boy, those lap times, it's looking like you are definitely going to be on the podium, but that winner's waiting for you as well.
Yeah, Ben and Kevin will be back, and I'm sure they'll be back as strong as ever. They had a little incident on top of Mountain Mile. I know they're busy getting the bike ready and stuff like that, but you know, Wednesday might be a little bit different. It might be a good race to watch, like a real close race. So we'll see.
Can't wait to watch that race back again.
I know we might not get to roll off over the mountain so much on the third lap there with Ben in it. But hey, wish him all the best. I hope he gets out, and I hope he comes and joins us on the line on Wednesday there. So.
Well, listen, go enjoy your celebrations.
Thank you very much, Hailey.
Boys, three-wheeling. Well done. The winners!
They've just dominated this week from the very first night of practice last Monday until today. They've just been on fire.
Top of the podium for the second time this week, ladies and gentlemen, your Sidecar Race 2 champions, Ryan and Alan Crowe.
Well done, Callum.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. You know, we've achieved everything this year. You know, hard work does pay off, and a lot of dedication as well. You know, we're both as hungry as each other. Do you know what I mean? We want it as much as each other, and I think that's key. Do you know what I mean? Your brother's, you know what he's doing. He knows what I'm capable of, and I can't thank the team enough. You know, Kel Properties come on board this year, and all my other sponsors. It simply just wouldn't be possible without them. I've been getting looked after by Vicky, Vicky Christian, physio every day. Not even when I've needed it, but she's just wanted, you know, to keep me fresh. But yeah, TT 2024, not bad.
And with Molly as well on the podium.
Absolutely, it's made our day. That to stand on the podium with a legend that's helping us so much this year is. I had a feeling when the red flag came out in that first race, when I heard who it was. Unfortunately, when we were on the grid, I looked at Molly and I thought it's going to be him. He's going to be there. But I just thought it's either going to be me or Ben or me, and then Dave Molyneux. 100%, it had to be him. And I know he had it. I know he had it in his gut to do it, and he did it. And fair play to him.
Superb, Manx massive, hey Jack?
Absolutely brilliant. Let's just say it again though, 120.335 mile an hour. That's fantastic.
Oh, I didn't have a clue we were on that lap, to be honest with you. It just came as with the chase, like I was chasing and chasing. I could see Ben, well, I could see his lights in the back, ahead of me, and I thought, I'm going, and every sector I was getting closer and closer, and then when it come round the hairpin, I thought, right, I've got your ear. So.
Oh, brilliant. And from a passing perspective, is there much difference between 190 and a 120 mile an hour lap?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Was it a well-earned victory then?
A very well-earned victory. You know, my team has been working absolutely non-stop all week, all year, all winter. We've been non-stop. You know, I don't even think we've been at home as much as we've been in the workshop. But no, a very well-deserved, hard-working team, dedication, so on, so on.
Well, of course, yourself and your team have developed that amazing bike, as well as your tremendous driving styles. It's a recipe for success, surely, yeah?
Yeah, of course it is. Hey?
The engineering.
Yeah, like I say, we decided to lie the engine down this year, and absolutely fair play to Lumley Engineering, who took the job on. They said, yeah, we can do that, we can do it. And from day one, absolutely no problems at all. Faultless.
Fantastic. I mean, that's just amazing. We were just saying before that 2/3 of that podium today was Manx. Does that make you feel add some more pride to the job?
Yeah, the Manx took over today, didn't they? It's all land. We stuck for it. So yeah, no, fair play. It's a Manx day.
I'll just say that, Mike. Just say, a massive thank you to Chris Bowman and his team for all the dedication he puts into the sidecars. It's unbelievable. I mean, the man is in the background somewhere, but I can't see him. But no, a big thank you to him. His dedication to sidecars as well is unseen of, and look what he's doing for a sport. It's freewheeling everywhere, and yeah. So thank you, Chris Bowman and his team. Thank you very much.
I agree. Thank you, Chris Bowman. And listen, boys, what does the Crow celebrations look like?
I'll tell you what it looks like. Fish and chips, right? A lot of beers.
Breakfast in the morning.
Full English breakfast.
And chocolate pancakes.
And chocolate pancakes, because I've been eating rabbit food for how long? And it's all going in the bin for now. And I'll have a couple of weeks off, and I'll get back to it. But I'm having a couple of weeks off.
Enjoy then. Enjoy. Listen, boys, thank you for an amazing TT. Well done, and go and celebrate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So I just got a little update for Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy's number 8 outfit. The delay was a suspension change, they said. So hopefully that's all going to be well. But everybody's gone out now for the session. And then we're going to come back when the guys return and check in with them and see how it went.
Well, we've just had some ridiculous luck. We had a very small oil bolt come out, and it sheared, and half of it fell out, and the other half, I think, fell into the engine because he went out in the next practice, and he was flat out down Crockett Body Straight and 65, 70 psi oil pressure, and all of a sudden we had none, and he stopped it straight away. But you just wouldn't use that engine ever again. It needs a full rebuild. So we've put the number 2 practice engine in, and it seems pretty good. We had a very, very minor problem the other night, which we aired very much on the side of safety. But everybody's obviously in the same boat. We've had 2 sessions cancelled, and I mean, there's some teams that haven't done a single lap. But that's a TT. There's things happen over here that just don't happen on the mainland. So you have to cater for every eventuality, and even then you fall short. But that is the TT. Lee and Scott, they're getting quicker every time they go out, and we'll be there or thereabouts maybe in a couple of years. But it takes a long time to get up to those speeds. But yeah, it's a brilliant place.
The main man himself, Lee Crawford, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Just snapped for breakfast this morning and ready to go, so hopefully today goes ahead and yeah, we'll get on for it.
Yeah, but on two sessions today, you got the opportunity to get 4 or 5 laps in. Do you think you'll be going for many laps as possible?
Yeah, we've got a plan to do both sessions and do as many laps as we can. Like everyone, we've not had enough laps yet, so yeah, good. Obviously, we've done 1 lap, which is difficult because we've only seen parts of the circuit once. I've seen to Glen Helen 3 times so far, so I've got that nailed. But yeah, after Glen Helen, everything's a little bit of a blur, so we just need to get on and get working on the sectors that we know we're lacking in a bit. So, but no, good first lap, happy, standing start, nearly our personal best actually. And we backed off over the mountain a fair bit, so I know we've got a lot left in the tank for today's session. So.
Fantastic. And I take it the bike's that's scrutineering at the moment, is it?
Yeah, I think so, otherwise someone's robbed it off us. But yeah, the lads have took it up there now for pre-checks, so just a bit of chill now until we're ready to go.
Spot on. And it's full tank of juicing for the first session?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not bothered really, it is what it is. As long as all of us are in the same boat, go out with a full tank and see how we get on. I think it'll be a bit of a difference to some speeds out there. You don't really know what people are running, do you? So we've been doing the whole week so far in every session with about 30 litres in the tank every time. So that extra 10 litres ain't really going to make much of a difference, I don't think. The bike's geared and set up for a certain amount of laps for us. So it should be fine.
What a brilliant sidecar racing dynasty, the Crawford, Jack. Mike has done it for years. He helped build the engines, tune the engines, and he's a great support in the fact. And of course, helping on the mechanicking side, you've got the legend Tony Baker.
Going well, yeah, we've done a couple of laps already. We're just making slow changes. We come in yesterday, realised that we could make another couple of changes. So this afternoon, we just want to get a good couple of solid laps in. We're going to come back in, put the race engine in, and then we're going to go back out in the afternoon session, get another couple of good solid laps in, and then get ready for Friday, ready for next week.
Great.
Yeah.
And how have they've moved to the Kawasaki, of course, this year, so how have they found that transition?
Yeah, it's been hard, obviously. We've had a couple of teething issues, but we've managed to get on top of it all now. We're ready to go.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, have a great one, and thanks for chatting to us.
They are not the best TT, but they'll be out for the race this afternoon, which would be fantastic to see, of course. He's taken a year out and he's come back with the Kawasaki engine in. One of only 2 outfits to run the Kawasaki this year.
And any one of these last 3 teams here could have been on the podium. But in 5th place, Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy.
Team ARC Lee Crawford, they have another problem during the shakedown lap. Their engine failed, and therefore they've had to rush in the last 24 hours to get another Kawasaki sent over from England to the Isle of Man. They have been flat out working. It has been a marvel. I can't wait to see them out on track. They really deserve a good result today.
Had a little issue, just kept losing voltage for some reason, not sure why. We pulled up at the Crosby, had a look at all the sensors, did what we could do there. Couldn't really find it. So the chap there said, look, the roads are closed now. You can get down to the Costa, the T-junction bit if you want. So we rang the team and said, look, can you come and get us? They said, yeah. Fired it up, it just drove all the way back fine. So we got back, we found the other connection just not quite right. Engine seems absolutely fine this time. Had to go to Hersham yesterday to pick it up, so I'm up to here. But no, we're good. We're good.
The TT life, I suppose it's somewhat glamorous, if that's what you call glamorous, but yeah, it's hard, it's difficult, but we're getting there.
You guys, the lap times, what are you hoping for to get from race 2 today?
A finish.
Yes.
A finish, but by all means, we won't be hanging about.
Yeah.
We won't be hanging about.
Well, I'm excited to see what you guys do. All the best. Thanks so much. 3WHEELING.
It's good. It's a new challenge, new beginning, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, make sure everything's right on the bike, and then we'll just chip away. Where Kev's comfy, we'll push, and you know where we need to work, we'll work. But he'll be fine. Kev's great, and I'm really looking forward to just getting going and enjoying riding around the TT, and we'll build up and see where we get to towards the end of the week. So yeah.
Tell you what a beautiful bike that is. I mean, look at the engine down here. It's nearly completely flat for all the aerodynamics and the airbox on top with the intake coming in at the bottom and the beautiful work done to the exhaust. It is an absolutely stunning bike with a fine piece of engineering. Now, of course, you might have heard this morning that the Birchers were involved with a crash. Now, I can tell you, they are both okay. They were in hospital, but they're fine. The bike in the back as well. However, I'm not sure whether they'll be out this afternoon or indeed for the rest of the TT. That is still unclear. Ben Birchall, obviously, it's great to see you back out there here this afternoon. How's it been? You've had a fair eventful week.
Yeah, been a bit eventful, but we're all back together and on track to get out around this beautiful track again for another lap. Yeah.
On. So, are you just this afternoon? Then just trying to run the bike in, make sure it's all right again after the incident last week.
Yeah, just a shakedown. I mean, everything's perfect. It won't be on. It won't be going out if it wasn't. But just normal shakedown, normal prepare for the race tomorrow. Yeah.
A lot of seeing the pictures of everything being repaired. Do you think that'll affect the bike in any way?
No, definitely not. It's fine. It's just give a little insight into what goes on to get it ready. You know, how that happens every year in the winter time and. It was nice credit to the lads that's helped me out. Without them, it won't be on track.
Spot on. Now, of course, your machine is a beautiful feat of engineering. It's very much a prototype chassis, very unique. When you come across problems such as the incident having to rebuild the bike, does its uniqueness create a challenge trying to get parts, etc.?
Yeah, it does. It does. It is more prototype than normal, but we had enough stuff, and we had some great help from the Isle of Man Steam Packet Company getting parts across, and Francesco down in Douglas did an amazing job with the paintwork along with Roger, and then Island of Wraps, he's put all the sponsor names back on it as it was, so super job.
Yeah, we had a good beginning, but after we had some crash in mountain, so now everything is fixed, so we can't wait to be back on the TT course.
Now, of course, you did have a few injuries. I saw you working out on a crutch, but you must feel better and ready to go back out again?
Yeah, we worked quite hard with the physio, so they did a really good job. So now we are ready to do one lap.
I bet you never thought you were going to be here this time last week.
Yeah, no, it's good to be back, and then the weather is nice, sunny, so can't wait to be back on a course.
The Birchall outfit is back. Ben Birchall and Kevin Russo were very, very happy with Tuesday night's shakedown lap. They are looking forward to the race this morning.
Second position on the Wicklow Blackwell Hager Honda LCR, Ben Birchall and Kevin Russo.
Congratulations. What a sweet end to what could have been a slightly bitter TT for you, Ben.
Yeah, definitely. Hard work and perseverance got us back on the grid and got us on the box, which is brilliant. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to Kev. He did a mega job, and the help and support that we had getting the bike built is just unprecedented. I don't think that would have happened anywhere else in the world. The Manx guys really dug in, and my team dug in, and we got back.
But Kevin, welcome to the TT.
Yeah, it's very good to be on a podium after what we had on a qualification. So yeah, it cannot be perfect. Of course, we want to be first, but you know it's already a good point, and we're gonna work hard to be back stronger next year.
And the TT paddock, as Ben was just highlighting, then it's it's another level with how special and unique it is, isn't it? You've been in some paddocks in your career already. How was the TT differ to everything else that you've been competing in?
I think I never signed so much autograph in 2 weeks now. I think yeah, it's something special, you know. To be it's not only a race; it's everything around it, the people, and then the atmosphere, and then everything. So it's just a big package, and then of course what he achieved in his career. Ben, it's a big thing, and I'm so proud to be riding with him.
Jack, great to see these guys on the podium, wasn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. New payment, of course, it's not only have you overcome the problems this week, but you've overcome the problem in the wider scene as well. Kevin, it's your first ever TT race finish, isn't it? Never mind on the podium.
Yeah, you know, it's good. Yeah, if you think about that, first race finishing and then first podium, so yeah, it's really good for me.
Ben, during the winter, you and Tom obviously split up, for want of a better word. That must have been a massive challenge to overcome.
Yeah, Tom decided that he'd done enough, and I think he certainly had. You know, the success that we've had has been so nice and so special, and you know, I could only thank him for what we've achieved. So I had to make a decision whether it was my time to stop or my time to carry on, you know, and I had to do it quick because I knew that lad there he'd be a wanted man, and I was lucky enough to get him, and he agreed to do it for me. So yeah, I'm thrilled, and it's good. From here we can just build now. It's the first one together, and no mean feat to get on the podium at that.
You and Tom, you were together for 20 odd years, and yet now you seem to really gel together.
We have, definitely, yeah. Yeah, his breath's quite smelly, but other than that, he's okay.
You've just come in. Tell us a little bit how that was for you.
I'm a man, I can't multitask. Should we stand still? Yeah, it was all right. We had a little, we had a little issue in the first lap. It felt all right until then, but yeah, second lap was all right. We just settled down, didn't we? Steady away and just tried to smooth it all out. So little teething problems, haven't we? But we'll get there.
And Manuel, how was it for you?
Yeah, just struggle a bit where it's bumpy. Just get used to it and be comfy. But the rest is alright. And yeah, same like I said, just steady away and get faster and faster, just slowly.
And what about lap times? Did you get an update on those?
No, 7th for something. So
okay.
It's not really important to us at the minute. We want to enjoy it and have fun and just keep riding round. So anything more than that's a bonus to us.
Great. Well, listen, enjoy it.
Todd's grown up for it, like he's got his lad, and he's been in this paddock since he's been that big, you know what I mean? And he's got his own man helping him, so Todd, you can see he's relaxed. The bike's the whole package is good, and you know what I mean? I think he'll do well this week. I'd be very surprised if he don't.
Yeah, no, he's done his homework and listened to what I've told him. I thought it would take him a bit longer than a couple of laps to learn it, but he said he's not struggling anywhere. It's leaving everywhere with plenty of room, so it'll just come now, just gradually come to him.
You're not missing racing?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's below the belt asking Gary that question.
It would have been hard work. I wanted him right this year, and then it'd have been hard work both setting off together. It would have been hard work.
We're just admiring your bike because we have to say it's one of the finest bikes turned out in the paddock. It looks beautiful, both when it's sat here and it's going around the track. And of course, you're both newcomers here. You've done some stunning times at 109 mile an hour. Have you done so far?
110.8, I think we did.
110.8 mile an hour lap. That is unbelievable. And also, Manuel, you've had a vast experience on sidecars, but mostly on the Formula 1 chassis. You've not had much on a Formula 2 before, so how are you finding it all?
Yeah, it's just different. We had a lot of training beginning of the year at Val de Vienne in France and then a bit in England. But of course, yeah, it's a different place and different type of racing. So it's learning everything from scratch.
Today we're going to go out 2 laps again, just keep getting the laps in. Then I think we've got a bit of time in between, so we're going to get a motor in, change engine, brakes, tyres, everything like that, and then just 1 lap tonight to bed everything in, ready for the big 3 laps tomorrow. No, it's alright, yeah. But the sun's finally out. It's back to the proper Isle of Man now, isn't it? Getting used to it, and first time on the roads here that isn't in a car, so yeah, the bumps and that's taking a bit of getting used to, isn't it? And just the sheer speed of being so fast for so long. You're nearly going as fast on a short circuit, but then there's usually a hairpin within 10 seconds time. So yeah, just to sit and hold it there so fast for so long is just getting your brain up to speed.
Yeah, great. And Manuel, have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, just get used to it, to be honest. The same, like on the back is more also the bomb because you just jump in a platform like this all the time. But yeah, you just do some laps, and that's it, and enjoy it.
Sort of said to him, stay in the middle of the road, miss everything by a couple of feet, and a couple of years you'll be there. But it took him like 2 or 3 laps, so yeah, better than we thought. Yeah, we're coming to 112.9 or something, so happy as Larry with it. Last night we just went out, just run some stuff in, steady, ready for today. We're just going to treat it like another 3 laps of practice. Just go out and enjoy it, no pressure, and just try and get a finish and just be happy wherever we come.
Do you have any like pre-race routines or things that you do?
I do like a lot of stretching and try to drink, and I like to prepare myself quite early. I'm an early person, and then yeah, just go near the bike and concentrate, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh, super. How about you, Todd?
I just go to the toilet a lot.
Emmanuel, she is unofficially the fastest female sidecar competitor ever to go round this course.
In 7th place, newcomers Todd Ellis and Manu Clement. Well done.
It's a day of the last race. How are you feeling this morning?
Yeah, just waking up really, yeah. Just took the bike up to Scruton here and now and have a bit of a chill out before the race. At least the sun's shining in it and we can enjoy it and get back on the boat tonight. Yeah, just see it as another 2 laps, a bit less fuel than that, so time should be maybe a bit better on the first lap, but yeah, we'll see. We're just taking it as another 2 laps. Like I said, it's our first year learning, so definitely enjoyed it. Weather's not really played ball for our first year. We've not got the laps in that we thought we were going to get, which you massively need as a newcomer, but just another excuse to come back next year, innit?
Flag was Todd Ellis and Emmanuel going off at Waterworks, but driver and passenger are okay.
I'm feeling better tonight.
Yeah.
We've been struggling with a stomach bug for the last 2 days, so I'm getting better.
We took it steady then, we were just running an engine in, obviously finding quite a few problems, but hopefully we should go a bit quicker now.
We get used to it. We've only done, that first lap, and we've had some changes since then, so hopefully we've got great way.
It's so strange. Your brain's got to take a lot of time to get used to how fast you're actually going, and everything just changes so fast. So it's more time than anything.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot more to get used to it when you're getting a bit on a bit.
Okay. Well, listen, good luck.
Thank you.
Enjoy it, and we'll catch up with you later on in the week. Thanks so much.
I think the timing weren't as good as I expected. It felt fast, but 110.6 weren't as good as I'd hoped. But my dad's just struggling with the front end a bit. It's just pushing on the fast entries to corners, and he ain't got the confidence to throw it in like he wants to. So when he doesn't have the confidence, I don't have the confidence, and then it just, as a team, you don't work together correct, if you know what I mean. So.
And how many laps did you just manage?
Yeah, we did 2 laps, and the flying lap felt better. First couple of miles into the first lap, it's brand new tyres, so they were just they moved about a bit more than what we'd expect it. But yeah, no, we're good. There's more to come. I wouldn't say we've run out of time, but we've all had less time than what we should have. So especially with these tyres, it's just different. So you just got to work around it, haven't you? So.
Hopes for this afternoon session?
Yeah, I'm going to try and soften the front up to try and get the front to dip and dig in a bit more so I can steer it better. So I think that's the right way to go.
Great.
So.
Listen, Matty, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm feeling a lot better, but the bike, we just realised it's been running really rich. So we've had to alter the mapping for this next session. We just can't get out to the 110s. We're going out same speed as we did first lap.
Oh, wait, I see. Have they made any other change on the bike? Or?
A few suspension settings, that's all. It's just pushing out at front end slightly, so Matt's sorted that.
Steve, you've been around this course many a time, but this is the first year with the new brand of Hoosier tyres. How are you finding them?
I'm finding the tracking, they're following the white lines and the grooves in the road. And under braking, they're just a bit sketchy. They're not stopping like on, either side walls are just a bit soft and just... But I'm getting used to it now.
So you got the opportunity to get 2 laps in tonight. It's the last time to qualify, but you've already qualified. That doesn't really affect you. But are you going to try and get 2 in tonight?
We'll see how it goes. We don't want to push it too much. I want to keep this engine in for the race. So if it goes all right at first lap, I might pull off. We'll see. That might push me on to 2 laps.
Oh, spot on. Well, all the best for tonight and for tomorrow. Just like the sticker.
No, not the best. I mean, I think we only did Bungalow. Yeah, we got to Bungalow, but it were burbling from more or less the word go. So.
Have you found the issue?
Different engine, new coils, new plugs, top injectors, amplifier, rectifier.
Quite a significant issue then.
Thing is, we're just eliminating everything, so just go from one thing to the next, just extreme. So
you'd be going into this afternoon's practice and just trying to get a good lap in, just make sure the bike's all right?
Pretty much. I mean, I think the only thing we actually try to get is a decent top-end speed, because the handling of the bike's all right. It's just trying to make it go.
Sixth place goes to Steve and Matthew Ramsden.
Welcome to the Isle of Man TT.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How have you been finding it?
Great.
Yeah.
Just one word. Yeah, one word is great. Yeah.
Good, good,
Yeah.
good. Having fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
Smile is not going away this morning.
And yourself, welcome to the Isle of Man TT.
Thank you.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's unbelievable. It's
Look at that face.
yeah. it is. There's no other word for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good, really good. First lap was a little bit bumpy, but
Yeah.
now it comes better and better. So that's good. Yeah.
And do you find a favourite part of the circuit that you enjoy more? Or?
I think the mountain's great. It's really great. There's everywhere other spectators. It's so much fun to drive here. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me the same. Mountains, beautiful to drive. Yeah. But there are more parts. Yeah. But I don't know exactly
The whole
all the
thing.
names.
I think this evening with the sunshine, it's going to be beautiful coming down over the mountain.
Yeah.
Right?
We love sunshine.
Yeah.
So that's good then.
Well, listen, guys, enjoy it.
Thanks.
And look at your
Yeah.
collection of friends we have. Yeah.
There's just a little problem with the sidecar. I just found out there's no 3-wheeling sticker on it yet. So we definitely have to change that.
Go for it, Penny. Enjoying yourself?
Yes, I've done it 17 years ago, the 100 TT. He's my son-in-law.
Yeah.
So he's responsible for a few of my grandchildren.
Yes.
And now he's responsible to beat my time
Yeah.
from my old time, my best lap time. So he's
That
looking
is what he
forward.
said.
Yes. It is something special. It formed my driving, my feeling for the bike, my feeling for myself. And I tried to shut a little bit, not to tell him too much, because he has to make his own experience. And he does. So all he is talking about the last 2 laps, or the first 2 laps, is exactly what I did 17 years ago.
Well, listen, welcome back.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful time and all the best hitting that lap time. Yeah.
And by the end of the week.
Yeah,
By the end of the week we have it.
We got Cronenberg, newcomer this year. How are you finding the TT?
It's brilliant. It's just one word. It's brilliant. It's easy as that. Yeah, it's unbelievable. The bike feels good. Yeah, it's just learning the track, go round, and let's see what happens. Yeah, we try to do all the laps.
Oh, spot on.
What
Just
we
go
can
round
do,
and round.
round. That's the only way to learn it. Just go. That's it.
And of course, your father-in-law is Eckhart Rossinger as well. He was a big sidecar name, isn't he?
Yeah, he helped us so much. That's without him, we could not do it.
You go out today with a full tank of fuel in. So, how do you feel?
Yeah, just slowly the first rounds, and then we see how it feels.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it is so.
Really
Just go,
impressive.
yeah, enjoy it.
Good luck today, mate.
Okay.
Have a good one. Good news about the Flying Dutchmen. They have qualified. They have definitely qualified with a time of 102 miles an hour, which is absolutely fantastic for a newcomer team, especially a newcomer that they've never even seen this spot before.
In 17th place, we have Wigert Kranenberg and Jermaine Van Midgal.
Good race on Saturday?
Quite good, we finished, so we're happy, yeah?
Yeah, fantastic. You finished your first ever TT race 2 days ago. That must be some feeling, that.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. The crowd, everything. Just amazing, yeah. Bike was good. Yeah. We were good. So let's go have a good one again, huh?
Superb. How are you feeling going into that?
Good one, good, yeah.
Just
same as all the old days.
Have a fantastic one this afternoon.
What has been the biggest challenge for them this week?
To beat my time, and they did very well. They have a 104.8,
Okay.
so everything's fine. First finisher medal, that's why we're here.
And they're really enjoying it being here.
Yeah. It's the first lap, and you can see in the faces yes or no, and it was in both faces a big yes.
In 15th place, we have Wigert Kranenberg and Jermaine Van Middelgaard.
How are you doing, Greg?
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Got to end of week and final practice for tonight and a final scrub off, really. You know, would like to have had a little bit more time, but we're all in the same boat. So yeah, no, it's the bike's going well. It's going strong. It's just the old boy on it.
So we haven't spoke about the tyres and how you boys are getting on. It's a really interesting kind of bittersweet thing around the paddock.
Yeah, it is. Some people are liking, some aren't. And I had an issue on Tuesday. I had quite a moment at end of Cronky. But then I've changed the Sidecar tyre and that's made a massive difference. So I've got my confidence back now. So it's just a matter of putting a decent time into... Well, we've climbed up from where we are anyway. So if we stay there, I'm quite happy with who's in front and everything else. But I'd like a little bit quicker tonight. But it's more of a shakedown now, really. Scrub tyres off and brakes and everything ready for tomorrow. Instead of trying to set the world alight tonight. It doesn't work, you know. But we'll see how it goes, see how we feel when we set off, and if everything's good, then we'll just bring it home, you know. Want to be on the grid tomorrow. You know, people have kindly bought some tyres, you know, so we've got a set of tyres on for tonight, and we're going to just scrub them off ready for tomorrow. So, you know, we've run all week on what we had. We haven't had every session, as you know, with all the cancellations, with accidents and things. So it's sort of worked a little bit all right that way, but it's just a do to keep chucking them on. You know, it's £1,000 a set, and it's not easy to maintain, you know, maximum rubber all the time. So you've just got to ride within what you can afford to do. We're very lucky. I've got sponsors from all over the world, and they've all contributed and helped out, and it's made us, it's give us what we've got. You know, yes, everybody would like a little bit more. We'd all want to be faster and knew this, knew that, but you've got to be realistic on what you've got and do the best with what you've got. You know. So we'll give it our best shot with what we've got, and we'll see how we go from there.
in 11th place. Greg Lambert and Andy Haynes.
Number 33, you got Renzo and Valet van der Donk. Now these are the Belgian pairing. It's uncle and his nephew, uncle driving and his nephew passenger. They've been going very strong. There's a 100-mile-an-hour lap, which should be within the qualifying time for these coming races. Renzo and Valet van der Donk. They were number 33 this year, but they're certainly not the slowest bike out there. They have qualified and very strongly as well, I must say. The Belgian pairing there, their first time at the TT.
In 20th place, Renzo and Valet van der Donk.
I think the TT has been going good. I like the course very well, and every lap it's getting better and better.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And how about you, Renzo? You had a very good race on Saturday.
Yes, it was a good race. We were getting in almost much more in the zone. Last lap was, we were really in the zone, but then we had the electrical failure. So that was, yeah.
What do you make of the circuit? Do you like it?
Of course, nothing like it. Of course.
You can't compare it to anything. The other tracks are all smooth, but it's crazy.
So outfit 33, how has it been for you coming here for the first time?
On the sidecar, it's very bumpy.
Yeah.
A lot of jumping around with the sidecar, so the mind has to adapt. But halfway through the practice week, we got us dialed in. Unfortunately, we had a small electrical problem in the first race. It was a little setback, but now we're confident for the next race.
I like the course a lot. Every round is getting better and better. Yes, I like it.
And do you have a favourite section of the TT course?
I like the whole course, yes.
Everyone.
You can't compare it to any other course.
Yeah, great. And how has it been learning this course for you?
Just watching a lot of onboards every night before going to sleep, watching onboard. Yeah, that's how you learn it.
Well, listen, all the best, guys. Enjoy the course and welcome to TT. Hopefully we're going to see you back here as well. Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Three-wheeling.
Next up in 13th place, these guys might have gone Renzo van der Donkt and Valle van der Donkt. Let's make some noise for them anyway. I think they're on the boat back to Holland.
This year, no Alan Thomas has got that new passenger on Jody James, and in the untimed practice lap that they did, I know that he had a few issues and had to stop twice because Jody just wasn't feeling it. In the end, it was probably to do with the platform, and they got 2 good qualifying laps in. But when the driver's got a new passenger on, it's a little bit different.
Building not only a bond with the bike, but it's a bond with the teammate, isn't it? And the confidence with the teammate.
Absolutely, yeah.
How did that session go for you?
It was brisk. It's the end of a steep learning curve. Traditionally, anyone would have 6 nights to get up to qualifying speed. We've had to do it in 2 steps and prove it tonight because we've lost 2 nights and the shortened program. So we've effectively got to take steps twice or 2.5 times bigger than I would say is reasonable. But we went from 100 to 103 to 105 and a bit tonight. The Hoosies are raising a lot of interesting questions. There's a couple of places there skittling over the crests. I like the rest of the field's opinion on them really, but the head shake issue is violent. That really is quite scary. It's on the brakes before you turn in that they're noticing it. But yeah, we're happy. We changed engines ready for Thursday's session. Of course, that didn't happen. And we were in serious doubt when we ran the engine up, but we're all happy bunnies now.
How was that for you then, Josie?
It's all right. I'm learning the bike. It's a different bike to what I was on last year, so I'm learning the bike. And as Al says, we haven't done many laps on the bike, so I'm sort of learning where I need to work the bike more. So there's some places where there seems to need a little bit more work, and places where I can get away with doing less. So I concentrate on where I can get away with doing less to save myself for the bits where I need to do more is the trick, I think.
Of course, your dad is Alan Thomas, and he's having a really good TT so far.
He's doing a fantastic job. He's, I mean, by the second night, he was about 1 mile an hour off of his PB. Tonight, he's done his PB again. He's doing really well, so I'm super proud of him. But we've only got 3 days on the island, and I'm really nervous when he's out there when I'm not here. So hopefully he can pull out, you know, maybe a 106 this year, and he'll be happy. And we don't care as long as he finishes. We're happy.
Yeah, it's going all right. The time's been really good. Touch wood, have a good race this afternoon. Where
well, apart from the bog when we arrived, it's it's picking up nicely, and family's been out and they're coming and going, and lots of activity and things going on. So yeah, it's been brilliant.
Do you get nervous watching your partner go around?
No, no, I don't. I far worse with my son. Concerned, but no, I think you know, he knows where he's going. He's done it enough times, and he's sensible, and you know, he'll. It's a bit nerve-wracking if they're perhaps a bit late getting to the next sector, or we think they're a bit late, but. No, not too bad at all.
We're just hovering just under 106 mile an hour. It's been a steep learning curve for Jody. I mean, he was well used to sort of 100 mile an hour, and we only got, because we lost Tuesday and Thursday night, he's had to come up to 106 mile an hour basically in 2 massive steps. Back in the day when we had morning practice, it was lots of fine improvements, and you go back 3 years and we used to practice on the Saturday. You had basically 6 steps to come up to speed, so he's done it in steps of twice the size, and credit to him, he's done it.
All the best for this afternoon, Alan. I understand you've got somewhere to be, but fantastic, thank you very much.
Go and get physios, see if they can make me 10 years younger. Need all the help I can get.
Alan Thomas and Jody James, they had a problem. They pulled over just before they got to Belafort on the first lap. I'm not quite sure of the issue.
Some time. Are you warming the bike up?
Just warming the bike up, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just getting it ready. All good to go.
Comfortable?
I've made it really comfortable this year, yeah. Made a few changes to the airbox, so we're a bit lower in the bike.
Okay.
Yeah, really comfy to sit in now.
Great. And what about the bike? How is she feeling?
Brilliant, yeah. That was a nice steady lap. Got a few bits to bed in, so yeah, that was done. All good, ready to go.
And the course feeling good?
Yeah, really good. A few damp patches in places, and you never know what's coming up.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what it's going to be like until you get there. The flags are out, but you don't really know. But no, all good, really good.
Okay. Well, listen, enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Darryl Gibson, how is your TT going so far? I think it's going pretty excellent in my book.
Yeah, it's going well. We've had a couple of nights ups and downs. Yesterday was a bit of a rush job on, got stuck out and then picked up when the roads opened, got back, quick engine change, and then got out again and set a new personal best. So ended well.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And what is that? It's 112.8, isn't it? You're supposed to best of
3, I think. Something like that, yeah.
Superb. And do you think that'll be up in the race this afternoon? The conditions are certainly holding out.
Yeah, we're just looking at it as another 3 laps. Get going, see how it feels, and then pick a pace and try and just build on it.
Scott, you were a newcomer here last year, and to go to 112 mile an hour in your second year, that is a fair feat. How are you finding it?
Good, yeah, brilliant. Tyres are good, bike's good, Tom's brilliant, so we've got a good package. Really excited to see what we can do.
All the best this afternoon, Darryl, and hope you have a fantastic race.
Thank you very much, Jack. This week was okay. We had a couple of small issues. Went into race 1 and we had a bit of an incident at Brandywell and put the bike over the side. Made the decision after that not to carry on, so I'm just supporting my dad for now.
Still nice you can be here and be supporting these guys, but also great that you're okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Tom's all right. We had quite a soft landing, really. I think we're quite lucky. But yeah, it's been a bit of a turnaround, but we'll jump on my dad's side of the garage now and have some fun.
So how are you getting on this morning, Lewis? You did a good time this morning?
Yeah, everything felt good. It's just slowly chipping away, that's it.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, it's good to see you back here, of course. Last TT you did was 2022, wasn't it? And
yeah, so we missed 1 year because we built a new long bike, but it's good to be back. Yeah, not want to miss it again, it's good.
Fantastic. Well, you've got a chance to get 2 laps in tonight. Have you got a little plan? Are you going to try and get those 2 laps in?
Just 1 lap.
Right,
1 lap, yeah.
How are you getting on, Paddy? Are you getting on good?
Yeah, it's all right, yeah. It's been good, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Has much changed since you've been back here, like bumps or anything? Or?
It's actually got a bit smoother, to be honest. Yeah. There's a few bits that have been resurfaced, so it's nice and neat. It's better than it were.
Fantastic. Well, must give you confidence some good, that?
Yeah. You know, you don't have to hit as many bumps as you used to, so yeah, it's good.
In 4th place, we have Lewis Blackstock and Patrick Rosney. Fifth place goes to Lewis Blystock and Patrick Rosney.
So we're back at one of our partners. We are here at Open Face Racer with the great Howard. It's Howard's business. What year did you start this in?
We started, well, the concept was 2019 with a plan to launch in 2020, but obviously the world went a bit mad then, didn't it? So we kind of put it on hold and relaunched when TT came back in, well, 2022, wasn't it? Yeah, 2022. So yeah, so 2022 was when we started. We relaunched Open Face Racer as our own branded t-shirts, and then it was last year that we created the shop that we're in now. And yeah, so we're quite new at this really, in our infancy, learning every day, adding as we go along. But yeah, we're really pleased with how it's going. The Isle of Man has really embraced us, and yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Yeah.
So you married a Manxie?
Married a Manxie, yeah, I'm a dragged across, as they say. Yeah, we came over here in 2001, so this is where I consider home now. The Isle of Man is home to me. I wouldn't be anywhere else. Yeah, it's been good to me. Family, kids have been brought up here now, so yeah, proper Manxies now, really. Yeah, it's home. Wouldn't be anywhere else.
You're definitely celebrating the best of the mountain course with the designs that you've launched and got out there in the market. The quality is amazing, but the designs, the quality you tried to produce as much as you could on island, couldn't you?
Yeah, we design our own t-shirts here. Obviously, we print them. I print these little hands here. We screen print the t-shirts ourselves, and then I have people that help me out with various bits and pieces, sewing the tags onto the t-shirts and things. And we try and use as many sort of Manx companies as we can in regards to the products that we sell here, of our own OFR stuff, obviously. Yeah, I think it's all about community. We need to support each other over here, the smaller businesses, and to be honest, there's good people over here. There's some good businesses, so it's not a chore at all. It's nice, and it's just creating those little sort of like connections and stuff like that, where we all kind of help each other out. I get maybe another name, Print Shed, do some of my printing, burnt stuff, do some of my leather goods. So yeah, it's great. It's all about community, whether it's the biking community or the business community, just coming together on the Isle of Man.
And talking about support, you support some of the guys in the paddock, so tell us a bit about that.
RJ Road Racing, we've been supporting now for a couple of years. Again, it's through connections. It's just people we know put us in touch. We have conversations. Sean Parker, one of your ambassadors, put us in touch with RJ. We help out Sean a little bit on his travels, and it's good to see he's back on his feet, quite literally now, after his accident. So yeah, I saw my first TT in '91. And that was the first sign of sidecar that I've ever really seen, and I think as a spectacle and as a sport, it's fantastic. It's a really, really good thing. I know that the two-wheeler guys get most of the plaudits and most of the media coverage, but the sidecar world is an amazing world. It's community, isn't it? It is such a close-knit community. These guys work so hard in their little families, getting these machines out on the road. Yeah, it is. So sidecars have always been close to my heart, shall we say, and it's been great to get involved in them, and OFR has sort of like helped me reach out to a lot of people, and a lot of people have got in contact with me. We've got a certain Ilium quail that we help out as well on the two-wheel side of things, and again, that's come through OFR. So yeah, it's been great. It's been a good journey so far.
Thank you. My alarm's going off. I'm so sorry, my phone was going off. Can I just finish that up? Can I round it up? I turn it off. Sorry, Jack.
I'm the guy that didn't know what do I say? Thank you. What do I say?
Right, well, we've just had a bunch of customers here. They've just been enjoying the shop. You can come here and have a brew, catch up with you. You're a hop, skip and a jump from the grandstand, aren't you? So I highly recommend coming and saying hello.
Yeah, we're literally in between the grandstand and Bushes Village on Victoria Road. So as you're passing by, look out for our flags and things. You'll see some our flags and banners out the front. Kettle's generally on all the time. There's biscuits over in the corner. Again, it's a shop, yes, but it's like-minded people chatting, talking as you bikers do about all sorts of things. We've got the sofas and the couches, so you can sit down in between your shopping while you're having your brew and chat. Yeah, it's not just about come in, buy a t-shirt and disappear again. No, I want people to kind of experience the shop. We've laid it out so it's not really just like a shop, it's a bit man cavey. We've got bits and pieces, we've got some things to look at as well. So yeah, come down, see us. Victoria Road will be open pretty much all the time from this Saturday, whatever the date that is, right the way through practice week and TT week. And yeah, please do come and see us, and yeah, good luck to 3WHEELING in your endeavours with TT as well.
Well, all the best of you. Come and see OFL, come and meet the great Howard.
Thank you very much.
3WHEELING.
3WHEELING.
Hello, 3WHEELers around the world. Welcome back to the post-race interviews of the Isle of Man TT 2025 3WHEELING.media Race 2. And we are here with third placing of Lee Crawford and Scott Hardy, boys, 2 podiums. Congratulations. What a TT it has been for you.
That felt even better than the first one, to be honest with you. No, an incredible TT. The team, Scott, our sponsors, it's been an incredible journey. I'm over the moon. I think we're just both ready for home now. I think it's been incredible, but the emotions get the better of you, and then we're just like, it's over now, finally done. But yeah, happy. And
you just got handed a pint of Guinness, rightfully so, in VIP there on your way over, and you consumed it in how long?
No, not very long. I've been waiting all week for this Guinness. I've adhered to the rules, everything's been good, but now I'm ready for Guinness. So tonight the plan is Guinness. That's the plan.
So if you're going to be up the TT grandstand and you spot these boys, you know what to buy them. Yeah. Congratulations, Scott. I'm going to hand over to Jack.
Absolutely. We just speaking there before the camera came on, said that was a hard race. That.
Yeah, it was one of those things, Jack, is like, because it was only a 2-lap race, it shouldn't really be that difficult, but then I gave absolutely everything for the 2 laps to try and be where I needed to be. But yeah, the first one's not really sunk in yet, so see how long this one takes.
Absolutely fantastic. You know, in that first lap you had quite a very, very good battle, a very tight battle with Lewis Black's Los Kilometres. Is it almost? Would you like to carry that on to the end, or are you quite comfortable finishing the race knowing that they're not competition anymore?
Nah, of course not. I always want them there with us. Oscar and Lewis are a phenomenal pair, and if anybody should be here, it should be them pushing us to the line.
But fantastic. So are you going to be joining Lee tonight on the Hailey Coxon second TT podium in 5 days?
Yeah, well, what you wouldn't have heard is obviously in hospitality is me and Lee made a bet before we even come here, and it was whiskey and cigars. And let's just say we never thought that would ever come true, but a man of my word, I had to go to Ramsey the other day and buy cigars from Tobacco World. So
superb.
Tonight, yeah, sorry.
And of course, you're brushing over the fact once again, you have won the standard class here at the TT. How did that feel to say that?
To be honest, mate, we've not even thought about that yet, but no. Incredible, especially for it to be the first time here, or the first time they've run the standard class anyway. To be able to, for us to obviously have our name there is something else. Yeah.
Superb, fantastic.
And your daughter's watching from where, Lee?
She's watching from home, and I'm really excited to see her. I'm not going to go into it too much because I'll probably cry. So I'm looking forward to going home. I know we both are, but a big thank you to the team, to all our sponsors. We've had an incredible journey this 2 weeks, and we're against some of the best in the world. You know, with Ryan and Callum and Ben and Paddy. It's incredible. I'm gutted for Oscar and Lewis, but I know they'll come back twice as hard. Yeah, it's one of them. They're good friends of ours, aren't they? So we'll go around and we'll see them. We'll buy them some beers. It'll cheer them up.
Ladies and gents, congratulations and thank you for a superb TT. It's been wonderful to witness.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Both.
Take care.
Enjoy your whiskey and cigars.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Second placing of Ben Birchall and Paddy Rosney. Congratulations, guys. What a joy it's been to see you two gel over the last 10, 14 days, and now second for the second time here at the Isle of Man TT.
Yeah, thrilled. Paddy's done a great job, and you could see over the course of the week, although we didn't get the time that we probably needed, it's come really good, and we've gone faster every time. So that's the aim of the game, and yeah, he's done a cracking job.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And Paddy, it's your 7th TT and your second time on the podium. That's superb, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, to think that I wasn't really thinking about a TT 6 months ago, to be on the podium it's brilliant.
Fantastic. And of course you do 1:16.9 now. That's your fastest you've ever gone. So that must be a superb thing for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, just keep getting quicker and quicker and learning Ben more and more. It's only going to go better. So yeah, thanks.
Fantastic. Are we going to see more of this pairing in the future?
I hope so.
It sounded not sure, but I am. Definitely.
Great. And what do you think of Dad's number 2? He's second again, 2 times.
Good.
Good. You're proud of him?
Yeah.
Excellent. You going to go and celebrate?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All the best. Thank you.
What a race, though, Hailey, eh? Wasn't that absolutely fantastic?
Ooh, wow.
I mean, fair enough, we never saw another lap record, but we saw some very good battles, especially on that first lap.
We absolutely did, and it's a shame to see the people that we did see retire as well. We're looking forward to seeing what them finish, really. But that is the case. That's what happens. It's the Isle of Man TT. Reliability of those bikes and getting around this TT course is a mammoth task. And not everyone makes their way round, but yeah, we look forward to them returning and picking up that finishers medal.
Absolutely. One of the few retirements today, one as we talked about before, was Lewis Blackstock and Oscar Lawrence. They retired at Lamfell on the second lap. I'm sure they're absolutely gutted. I was watching with John there, Lewis's father there, and he was just devastated, really, wasn't he? Ross Buchanan and Adam Evans, they retired on the first lap. When they left the line, it sounded like it had quite a lot of problems. I think there's something electrical.
Yeah, it didn't sound great at all, did it, when it left?
No, absolutely not. Another one, Bob Dawson and Matty Sims. We have been told that everybody is reported okay. But yeah, there's a couple more retirements, which just exceptionally professionalist, Hailey, isn't it? But name just escaped me now. But
but what TT? Okay, there's been delays, and that's the TT. That's what it's. We all used to that. But when the racing has been on, it has been incredible. I mean, from a selfish point of view, I'd love to have seen a third lap just to see what they all did in that third lap and what they achieved and what the Crows boys. Imagine the gap if they would have had that third lap as well.
Yeah, well, at the end of the first lap, at the end of the second lap, they had 1 minute and 8 seconds gap over Ben Birchall and Paddy
crazy.
Rosney. I think really what happened, because they had the same amount of gap going into Ramsey. I think they just backed it off ever so slightly going around. It sounded like on the footage anyhow, just going around Mayhill and places like that. But why wouldn't you? You've got that much gap. You've got enough time to nip into Ramsey for a sandwich.
Yeah, you absolutely have. I'm just keeping an eye out for the boys, because what's happened is, from the podium, what they do is they then get guided into the VIP hospitality, where the VIP guests are gifted to the first 1, 2, 3 interviews, and then they are slowly walked around. But the thing is, the actual aisle or the walkway, which is the returning lane really with the bikes, that's full of fans. So the fans are lining the fencing, so they're pulling them aside, they're getting a selfie, they're wishing them well, they're high-fiving them. So it delays them a little bit, but the boys are just coming in now. I'm just going to check if we can get the interview. Okay, no problem. So the boys have got to be pulled onto the stage now for the interview, the official interview in the fan park stage. So because they had delays coming back from the VIP hospitality, we're not going to be able to grab the interview just yet. They will go on the stage, they will do the main interview for all of the fans, and then we'll be able to grab them once they return, once they come back off the stage. So we will get a chat with them. It's just going to be a little bit of a wait before we can pull them in and get that winner's interview, and I can't wait to chat to them. You can hear it's going to start very soon.
Absolutely, it'll be fantastic. I'm sure they're just ecstatic. Their 4th win. I think we are very much in the era of the Crows.
Yeah. Well, we will be back. It's just the Crows that we are waiting on. It'll just be a few moments, so hopefully we can play a video for you, and we will return, finish the chat, because we've got to talk to Callum and Ryan Crowe about their epic win and their epic 4 TT wins under their belt. So we will see you very, very soon. By the sport,
So here
for
we
the
are,
sport.
one of our partners once again, the Victory Cafe up here on Snowfell on the mountain course. We're here with Vicky. It's Vicky and Ben that own this fantastic location that we were lucky enough to visit on our live last year. So if you didn't get to see it, you can go back and watch it and practices at TT last year. And the guys took care of us and we were able to get some great shots of the 2s and the 3 wheels going around. But Vicky, it was busy then, and that was just practice week. So tell us what you think that you're going to be expecting this year for this TT.
Well, we're expecting the sun to be as in the sky as it was last year. So we have brilliant weather, and then hopefully we just get, you know, last year was so brilliant, and if we could replicate that, that would be just magical. And it's lovely just getting so many people up onto the mountain, and to have the old Murray's Motorcycle Museum back up and running for somewhere to go. Yeah.
And so for somebody, what would they expect if they're going to get up here for a race day or even for a practice day? You've got hospitality here, everything. What can they get if they do come up here to enjoy it?
Well, we've got hospitality for the VIPs. That's over in the other building, the small building, and that's all fully booked, which is just brilliant. And then over here in this area, we don't charge for anyone to come onto the field or into the cafe. It's all free to the public, and all we ask is that people buy their food and drinks here. We're fully licensed, so if you come up in the tram, you can have a couple of beers or what have you, and we've got loads of cake, really good homemade food. We have a limited menu, but we do Manx brisket, Manx pulled pork, and we've even got lamb this year. We go through, you know, a ton of spuds for chips and lots of nice salads and stuff, and thousands of slices of cake.
Wonderful. There's a little slice of cake right over
Bikers
there.
love cake.
Of course they do. So just a reminder then, if you don't want to bring your bike or your car up here, because when the roads close, of course, you're going to be here for some time, but you can get yourself up here on the tram, and there's plenty to keep you entertained once everything gets going. You get the feed up here, you can watch it in here as well, and the food and the cakes are fantastic. The hospitality is sold out this year, but I'm sure there'll be more of that to come.
Yeah.
But let's touch on, you've got some great artwork.
Though, just quickly, in terms of if you're coming up on your bikes, if you park at the top of the Tholty Road, then you can get down to the Sulby Straight and also to the Ginger Hall. So it's a really great little triangle to move around. And also when the road's open, you can zip down to the Sulby Straight and get back to Douglas or Ramsey or wherever really quickly. So actually people think it's a really awkward spot, but actually it's a great spot.
I love that, plugging all of our partners that we've been visiting today, which is wonderful.
Oh, so
support them, Manx businesses and Manx
Absolutely, yeah. So I should have said that we are wheelchair accessible. It's not perfect, but we have had the outdoors at the not the yellow door end, but the other end of the cafe is now levelled, and there's a wheelchair ramp, so you can get up into the cafe now. And we've got a wheelchair accessible toilet finally.
So you've got some great artwork, right? So it's documented quite heavily how much of a fan that Ben is of Ryan Roadkill, and you've now got Norton that come on board. Tell us the story about how Norton came on board and what's happened with them.
Well, John Hogan called me. I've been in touch with John Hogan for, you know, a good few years. He's been great at, you know, just messaging and checking in with me, seeing how we're doing. So he sent me a quick message going, I've had an idea. What do you think about this guy? I don't know if you've ever heard of him, called Ryan Roadkill. I was like, we know Ryan. And he wanted to do a mural on the front of the wall and also do a little bit of a takeover inside the cafe. So we're getting a wallpaper run all the way down the internal hallway, which will be a sort of timeline of Norton, which is great. And then, you know, to meet Ryan in the flesh was just brilliant. And with Ash Willerton as well, another really well-known sign writer. So we were really privileged to be able to have that.
And you'll be playing Norton films in your cinema?
Yeah, Norton films in the cinema room, and then obviously we can live stream. That's going to be on in the cinema. We've got another big screen over behind us, and we clear out a little bit of a few of the tables in here so that we can just pack it in with loads and loads of people. So even if it's raining and the racing is delayed or it's a rest day, it's still a great place to be, because we've got lots of lots of space for people to sit down. We got sofas for people to have a snooze. We often find people in the cinema having a little power nap. And it's just a nice place to be, really friendly. All our staff are great at looking out for people. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you all up here.
And come and sign the wall as well.
Sign the wall. There's a new big patch of wall being painted at the end of this week, ready for TT 2024.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Victory Cafe, 3WHEELING. Make sure you come and check it out. There's plenty of practice days and race days to come and check it out, so please do. Great hospitality, great team.
Brilliant. Thank you.
So we're lucky enough to be with one of our other great partners here today at the Sulby Glen Hotel. Rosie's had this pub for many, many years and 11 rooms upstairs, Rosie. You must have met so many incredible people coming back here for the pilgrimage of the TT.
I certainly have. There's some fantastic memories, some fantastic stories, all through TT.
And tell us a little about what people can expect if they're able to come here and actually watch the TT during the fortnight.
Well, we are a biker's pub, as you can see by the memorabilia that's round about. So we open our doors to welcome anybody in. The front, where you can go out and watch one of the fastest points on the circuit, we don't shut it off. We don't charge for it. We just want to make people happy.
I was lucky enough to marshal here last night's Grand Prix and it was amazing.
So fast, isn't it?
So fast.
It's sort of whoosh.
Yeah. And then of course you got the hospitality here as well. You got the food, you've got the great ales available too. So entertaining from every angle.
That's it. We've got hospitality outside in the marquee. We've got a beer garden outside for people to sit out in the sun, which I'm sure we're going to get. And they can. It's the only place on the island where you can actually see the actual Sidecar TT trophies on show. Most of the time you only see them at the presentation for a very brief period of time. So it's nice to come and have a look at least 8 of them.
So that's of course Dan Sale, who you might know pretty well.
Yes, unfortunately, that's my baby. Yes.
Great.
Yeah. He won't be doing sidecars anymore on the TT circuit, but on short circuits like Southern 100 and everything, he's fit enough to do. And he's now concentrating on his solo bike career.
Great.
But he's still an ardent supporter of 3WHEELING and the sidecars.
Brilliant. And just tell us finally, Rosie, what does it mean to you, the TT, when it finally comes round this time of year?
Oh, it's just... this is my 47th TT in here, and everyone is different. Everyone, you can actually feel the buzz starting to get created around here now. Different people coming in. We've already German visitors coming, but it's also the financial side of it. If we don't have a good TT, we will not survive January, February, March and April. So it's an added bonus for us to have the TT and have all the visitors here.
Well, listen, come and check it out if you haven't done it already. It's a spectacular location, great hospitality, and there's also not only, of course, all of this memorabilia that you can check out and great pictures, etc. But we're going to go and have another little look at something else that you've got in the bar that you're going to share a little piece of history with us as well. So recycling a piece of history here to pump some delightful beers. So share a little bit of the history for us, Rosie.
It's a Honda inline 4 engine. It was actually a German bike that came over here and had a slight mishap. And to cut a long story short, it was actually taken back to Germany and brought back as you see it now. It's been fully coated. The lines go up through the middle, the beer pump's on this side. We did think about putting an engine sound effect with it, but we decided that would be a bit too much. Yeah. Once you've heard a cuckoo clock go off a few times, it does get a bit annoying after that.
And how is it to pour a beer? It's very smooth.
Of course it is. Everything's smooth in the Sulby Glen. Yeah. I think you should come behind and pour one myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So here we are at the Ginger Hall Hotel, one of my favourite spots to watch. It's a prime location on the TT mountain course, isn't it, Mark?
It is, yeah. It's a great place to watch, and you know, we get lots of visitors who've been here 1 year will come back the following year, and we love to watch here. It's an exciting place to watch. You've got the come around the bend at the bridge and then going around the bend at the other end. 14 seconds you get from one end to the other. I timed it last year, and it's you know, so there's plenty to see.
And there's some hospitality days happening here this year?
We have, yeah. We're very lucky. We've got Glenn Irwin with us this year, so Glenn is going to be with us for all 6 race days. We've still got some tickets available as well, actually, for a couple of the days, and we're looking forward to that. There'll be breakfast and lunch and a bar and a great viewing area at the front of the pub.
And what does it mean for a pub such as the Ginger Hall, having the TT being such a spectacle really for a business and the space that it is on the course?
Yeah, well, from a business point of view, obviously it's massive. You know, it really matters to us. We've got to have a good TT. Hospitality's being squeezed all the time at the moment, and with various issues going on the Isle of Man, but we've got to make it as best as we can so that everyone really enjoys it and keeps coming back. From a excitement point of view, you know, the staff have been talking about it for months now, not weeks. So you know, they're really geared up for it and really looking forward to it.
And great Manx produce on the go as well, right here.
Yes. We try to do as much Manx stuff as we can. We've got our Odin brewery products there, and some Hailey behind the bar as well, which always goes down well. It's a great drink. So yeah, Rob Story supplies us with our stuff, and it goes down well.
Great, Mark. Well, I wish everyone a great TT here. You just joined me in doing a 3-wheeling.
There you go.
So, TT is here, finally. You're in a prime location. What a viewpoint it is for anyone coming here to enjoy it. People know what they can watch, but what can they get if they do want to come up here and sample a hospitality?
Okay, so we're doing VIP hospitality, which we've done for 18 years now, which is everyone wants the view from the balconies. It's the world famous balconies, and that's what they want for the best view, I'd say, on the course, and obviously the whole pub they get for a full hospitality day, including food and drinks, a gift, and it's only exclusive to 95 people.
Okay, fantastic. And is that every race day, every practice day? Is it just race week? When is it?
That's just on race days that we do that. And practice evenings or practice days, we just sell tickets to watch from the balcony, and they're like hotcakes. I can believe, because it's £10-20 or whatever it is, to view from the balcony on a practice night, and people love that.
Yeah, I'm confident this year. You know, we're just going to come into the TT like we did in 2022 and just enjoy the TT, ride our bike, stay relaxed, let it flow and let it come to you.
There were some great times, weren't there, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday the times were fantastic. Like, it's the first time on them new tyres, and 116 mile an hour the crows were lapping at. 2 consistent 116 mile an hour laps.
When you just enjoy riding your bike, it all comes.
That's them going in. I told you I was going to go fast.
Number 3, Ryan and Callum Crowe set the fastest lap of the week so far, 119.1 mile an hour.
You boys are on fire. Thank you very much, Hailey. Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work. We're getting there now. Feeling good? Yeah, feeling tremendous. Yeah, real good. I just want to say slick and smooth, and it's pretty exciting to watch us out there. Thank you very much.
Listen, all the best. Have a great session, and we can't wait for the race tomorrow.
Thanks Hailey.
special occasion.
Welcome back, three-wheelers around the world. We are here with 4 times TT winners and today's winners of the 3WHEELING.media Sidecar race is the Crow brothers. Congratulations, boys. Ryan, epic performance. What a race to watch. How was it for you actually racing in it?
It was good. You know, when you start a race, there's no pressure. You know what you can do. We just went, got a good lead, and then kind of levelled the bike off and just brought it home in the end. So it's something about me said chase lap record again when I was going down Bray Hill, but I just held myself back. I remember the conversation I had. I thought, if I go pushing it and it goes wrong, I end up doing damage to the bike or the engine itself, I would be the one that got the stick for that. It's no, steady way, level-headed the whole race, and yeah, it was a good race.
Keeping everyone happy, you know, like I saw Niraj there. He's obviously one of your big sponsors. He's super happy, and of course he signed up, I'm sure, for next year.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I've just spoke to him there, and yeah, it will be Opal again next year. Little do anybody know, I actually work for Niraj throughout the year too. So yeah, so I run one of Niraj's companies that me and my dad set up years ago. Niraj bought that company, and then I am now CEO of that company, so I run that company for him. So we have a good relationship throughout the year anyway with business, and then racing is even better. You know, you couldn't ask for a better boss than Niraj to have. When we first met, the first thing he told me was, make sure you put your racing first and then business second. So not many bosses like that, is there?
Hello, Niraj, and thank you for all you're doing for the sport now and supporting these boys. Now, watching the pictures of you boys going through Parliament Square, heading through Ramsey, everyone cheering, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Never mind what you boys must be feeling, seeing the crowds doing that.
Yeah, the support and the local support is just, it's unbelievable. You know, on that last lap I did have a quick look, and all the way through, like Kurt Michael, Balath, Parliament Square especially, going up through Mayhill, absolutely everywhere. It was just waving hands and programs and thumbs up and waving you're on, and you know that does make you keep going. It keeps you going, and you know, thank you to absolutely everybody out there that supports us.
The Manx Massive out and proud. Can we just comment? Look at these sexy watches, people. TW Steel is a new TT partner, and they're providing all of the winners with these stunning watches, so check them out on the website. You can actually purchase them and wear the same watches that these boys are wearing and have been gifted.
Hey, these ones are worth more now, though.
Yeah, of course they are.
These have had champagne sprayed all over them, so these ones are worth more now.
Callum, congratulations and a belated happy birthday to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been the best birthday present I think anyone can give you, isn't it? A TT win. I was bloody shitting myself today. I don't know why, but I was very, very nervous. I think that the race 2 is always more nervous than race 1 for some reason, but yeah, awesome performance of Ryan, awesome performance by my team. Just incredible.
I mean, I think we are very much in the era of the Crow brothers now. You came here, you're 4-time TT winners now, but you came here with a #1 plate. You were the fastest all through qualifying. You went off first down Bray Hill and you won both races. And now you even have the lap record. I'm running out of fingers here, boys. But it's fantastic. Also, though, today you had the fastest ever lap off a standing start, 119.9 miles per hour. What's that like to hang on?
That's just nuts, to be honest with you. Yeah, the first minister just told me that, which is that's just stupid. Very fast, but yeah, 119.9 standard start. Can't quite get my head around that.
Did you say before you had the bike didn't feel quite so good the second time round?
No, it didn't, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure why. I will sleep tonight and I'm sure I'll analyse it in my head, but I'm not too sure what's going on there.
I mean, it can't be that bad. You did one lap nigh on 120 mile an hour, one plus of 120 mile an hour, so it must have been all right. Can I just show you your hands though? This is dedication of a passenger here. Look at that, blood, sweat and tears here from Callum Crow.
And on my forehead, my bloody helmet is, don't know why, it knocks around on my helmet, so it gives me a little cut on my top of my forehead, so my hairline's going as quicker than I want it to go.
That's what he's saying to everyone anyway, but the hairline is just hereditary. It's our hairline is effed, that's it. You know, we're going to look like 60-year-old men in 2 years.
Yeah, unfortunately we've got our dad's hairline, so we're pretty much screwed on that.
Callum says it's his helmet, but it's not. It's nothing to do with Arrow. Arrow, you do a super job.
I'm sure if you can get as many TT wins as your dad, that'll be alright.
Yeah, one away now.
Yeah, one away now. If we could just get 6 next year, that'll be special.
Superb, superb. Well, I'll leave you to a beer. You said on Monday you're holding off for me, but are you making up for it tonight?
Yes, I'm going for a beer and a greasy fish and chips, and then some treats, so some donut things down there. That's anyone looks at me, I don't really care, to be honest.
Been eyeing them up all week, I think.
Honestly, you don't understand the things I have to go through.
4-time TT winner. I don't think anybody should care, really.
No. Well, the big question, I've got a question for you now.
All right.
When are you and your brother going to decide to come here?
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, thank you very much. Well, I'll be annoyed if I don't see our faces even in 2 years.
Yeah, look at it. Next year, I think you should come here.
Well, thank you very much.
Challenge is on. Boys, congratulations. Go and enjoy the celebrations. Go and enjoy your birthday. Thanks for chatting to us. The Mags boys, the Mags Massive, 4 times TT winners, Ryan and Callum Crowe. Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Oh, well. What smiling faces we've had today, eh?
And they've just been nudging you a bit there. What do we think about that?
Well,
nudging Jack and Sam Laidlow to their debut at the Isle of Man TT. We can't wait to see that. What will I do, though? What will I do? Great. Wonderful. Well, listen, we've had an absolutely superb TT. It's an absolute honour to be in the mix with all these boys and girls. Well done to all who entered, all who finished, all who came to support, and everyone who continues to support the three-wheelers. We absolutely love them. We can't get enough of them, and we can't wait to continue covering as many of the stories that we can possibly get our hands on. Hey, Jack.
Absolutely. I mean, I've said it many times in my daily download. I love the TT.
Yeah.
I love it.
Some of the fans and some of the people that you've come across is just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, and like we say, getting back to the action, like that Sidecar action that we've seen so far this week, yes, there have been disappointments, but there's been some massive highs. Lap record, 2 TT wins for the Crow Boys. As I said before, we are very much in their era.
We are! We are. All right, so listen, thank you every single three-wheeler around the world for joining us here at the Isle of Man TT 2025. I'm Hailey Coxon.
I'm Jack Laidlow.
Three-wheeling by the sport, for the sport.
See you next year.
Hello, three-wheelers around the world. Welcome to race day at the Isle of Man TT 2025.
by the sport, for the sport. Exciting.